Alrighty, I do believe that if everything is running accordingly on my end, then that means that we should be live. Hopefully enough we're live, guys. What is going on, everybody? Welcome to the Dragon Ball Super episode 114 community discussion, where there is a lot to talk about. My god, I hope you guys kick back and enjoy. I want to welcome all of you guys onto this live stream right now. I hope you guys are having a fantastic night. What a night it has been, man. I want to say what up to all you guys in the chat right now. GodTube, we got Daniel, Aaron, Dylan, Sean, Henry, all you guys right now, welcome to the live stream. We are going to discuss Dragon Ball Super episode 114 and of course Dragon Ball Super episode 115. So for some weird reason, if you guys haven't seen the episode, head on over to crunchyroll.com and watch yourselves the episode. It was a really enjoyable episode, and we are going to talk about the ass pulls. We're going to talk about the feats of Kefla. We're going to talk about Goku and loads of more stuff, guys. So if you guys are stoked and ready, show some love by slapping a like on this live stream right now. So first things first, I wanted to get everyone's thoughts on what exactly went down between Goku at the very end and Kefla, because that was something to where I didn't even see coming at all. Like, legit, guys, by the very end we saw how this girl blitzed right through Super Saiyan God Goku. Did I agree with that? Absolutely not. There are certain people in the community that feel as if this was justified. I mean, ultimately justified in saying, oh yeah, you know, I mean, she's supposed to be like the female Vegito of Universe 6, and that's the way they're gonna treat her, so why not blitz through Goku? That had to have been, if anything, one of the biggest disappointments for me, because it's like taking Super Saiyan God Goku and everything we saw him do with Beerus and stuff, and seeing him just get blitzed right from the start by a base form Kefla was just crazy. So I don't know. Then again, people can make the argument in saying, well, why wasn't anyone bitching when Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta beat up Goku Black in base form and Goku Black survived? Remember that? And literally, that was Goku Black in base form tanking a Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta. And many people weren't really like all dumbfounded on that. They were all like, well, okay, we see your point on that. But either way, let me see. Damn, we're about to hit 100 likes on the stream, bro. Oh man. Okay, so let me see. Someone just said it's just possible for plot. She's possibly gonna get rung on in the next episode. No. Who's gonna ring her on the next episode? What, Jiren? His hand twitched. I mean, what is he gonna do? Someone just said, let me see. Someone just said, are you mad that Kefla is going to be on par with Super Saiyan God Goku? I mean, for me at least, I do not agree with the concept of Kefla having to keep up with a Super Saiyan God Goku. Not at all. I personally feel as if she's going to be formidable in battle. I mean, that goes without question. But some people in here actually stand with her. And what I want to know from you guys right now is, who do you guys stand with in next week's episode? Do you guys stand with Kefla, or do you guys stand with Goku on this one? Because I'm pretty sure, based on spoilers alone, she's bound to beat up Goku to the point where Super Saiyan Blue isn't going to be effective enough. But it says that he's going to go Kaioken. So why is everyone bitching about, or why wasn't anyone bitching about base Vegeta whooping Super Buu? Again, I mean, there are lots of different, you know, I guess you could say scenarios where you can pull out and saying, well, what about this situation, or what about that situation? I personally think that Goku is tired. I mean, after all, he did fight Jiren. However, you can't excuse the idea that even right now he has enough energy to transform into a Super Saiyan God. And even so, that doesn't seem to be enough. And I disagree with that concept, because looking at what Super Saiyan God Goku did back in Battle of Gods against Beerus, in giving Beerus a good fight, and now we see how things have changed, and now he's getting blitzed. The last time I remember Super Saiyan God getting blitzed, like legit, was in the manga when Merge ZAMASU blitzed right through Super Saiyan God Vegeta and Super Saiyan God Goku, if you guys remember that. He blitzed right through them so fast that they didn't even know what happened. Aside from that, in the anime, we saw how, of course, Beerus beat down Super Saiyan God Goku. We saw Jiren, of course, whoop his ass. So it's definitely, power levels are definitely bullshit. But I mean, every single week they seem to come up with a new idea and saying, well, if your skill set is sharpened and your techniques are better, you're an overall better fighter, I guess you could say. So it all actually varies, man. So right now, guys, where do you guys stand on Kefla versus Goku going into next week's episode? Are you guys for Team Kefla or are you guys for Team Goku? And be honest, because as much as people are gonna say, oh man, you know, this character sucks, you know damn well you want to keep Kefla around more so than Ribrianne. Because, I mean, why is Ribrianne, out of all people, still in this tournament, man? If you guys want to see Ribrianne get wrung out from this tournament ASAP, slap a like on the video, man. Because I cannot stand the sight on the idea that this character is still around while Hit's gone. Like, you get what I'm saying? Someone just said, most of Kefla's powers come from Kale. It's all raw, unmitigated power. Remember, she still retains the Berserker form. Yes, I think that the Berserker power is going to come in handy. And with that, everyone's going for Team Goku on this one. I like and I dislike the concept. Well, I mean, listen, at the end of the day, so as long as they keep Ribrianne out of this, I'll be okay. I think more so than anything else, Kefla ought to ring out Ribrianne. That's just my guess. But a lot of you guys right now are essentially for Team Goku, which I understand why. But can we all get a massive hashtag? Hashtag fuck Ribrianne. She needs to go. And also hashtag fuck the Universe 3 fighter, because that dude that stepped up to Frieza was a joke. That dude was a joke. He went up to Frieza and he was like, oh, I'm gonna beepity bop boop around you, and that was just so stupid, man. Frieza should have just wrung his ass out. Let's see. Someone just said, is it possible that Kefla is going to even far surpass Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken? Well, I mean, it goes to show that next week Goku is gonna use Kaioken, or at least he's hinting at the idea that he needs to do it, because obviously enough, it's not gonna be enough, which is scary to me, because listen, I like the concept of the fusion. I just don't like how she's in her base form beating up a Super Saiyan God. That's just me. Yeah, hell yeah. Hashtag F Ribrianne, man. Get her out of there. Who's hyped for the androids, man? Who's hyped for androids 17 and 18? Hopefully enough, they're actually going to do some work, because 17, he's a high caliber fighter. He hasn't done anything in the show. I mean, aside from fighting some of the Universe 4 fighters or whatever, like that's fodder. That's dumb. Someone just said, do y'all think they're ass-pulling Kefla in high-tiering her character to keep up with Jiren? Do you think she's gonna fight Jiren? No, hell no, what? Kefla fighting Jiren, bro? Are you insane? That ain't gonna happen. That ain't gonna happen. Thank you, Casey, for subscribing to the channel, and also thank you, Daniel, for subscribing to the channel. Shoutouts to you guys for being new subs. Thank you for that. Someone just said, what are your thoughts on Kale and Khalifa having to separately take on Goku's attacks, with Kale having to be the only one that managed to blow away his attack? That just goes to show how strong Kale is, right? Between the two, we saw how Goku unleashed that one little attack where it pushed right through their attacks, and Kale, to her credit, she was able to deflect Super Saiyan God Goku's attack, whereas you know, Caulifla was screwed. And once she got hit, she was badly injured. I mean, they were both on the brink of just getting wrung out at that given point. Goku even said, man, great teamwork, but you know what? Your execution's horrible. So he was about to ring him out, and then boom, the fusion came. So props to Ciampa, man. Props to Ciampa, because you know what? Ciampa came in prepared. Ciampa came in prepared. He was not losing this, man. He probably knew that Hit was going to go, and he was like, you know what? Just in case, let me give these bitches some earrings. That way they can fuse. But you know what? I want to ask you guys right now, because someone just brought it up. Between Toppo and Vegeta, now I want you guys to be brutally honest. Between Toppo and Vegeta, who do you see winning the fight by the end of their battle? Is it going to be Vegeta, or is it going to be Toppo? Hashtag Vegeta or hashtag Toppo. Team Vegeta or Team Toppo? Because at the end of it, they didn't really make it seem as if like Toppo was going to get shattered on by Vegeta. But in the long run, Toppo did get his hit back. He got his hit back by the end, and so you got to call a spade a spade. So are you guys for Team Toppo, or are you guys for Team Vegeta? Thank you so much, Marvin, for subscribing to the channel, and also thank you so much, Randy, for subscribing. Thank you so much, Marcus, for subscribing to the channel as well. Anyone out there who subscribes, I will give you guys a shout out. Vegeta F the world. Vegeta. Damn, everyone's saying Vegeta on this one. Wait, hold on. We have a couple of Toppo people in here. Chris says Toppo. All right, so someone just brought up an interesting comment. One person just said, y'all are forgetting that Toppo is a candidate to be a god. Vegeta has no chance. Ooh, that's a tough one. I mean, I want to give Vegeta some credit in saying that I think that he's going to survive, but with all honesty, I just want to see Toppo do some work. If you guys want to see Toppo fight Vegeta, like for a full episode, slap a like down below, man. I mean, we're about to break 200 likes anyways. If we can actually break 200 likes, hashtag Ultra Instinct in the comment section. Someone just said, is it possible to see Kefla versus Jiren? Yes, but let's be realistic, dude. If Kefla fights Jiren, it's over. I'm sorry. Jiren shit stomps. There's nobody out there that can say that Kefla would win. And if you do believe Kefla can beat Jiren, then you're on drugs, man. Because Jiren hasn't even tried this entire tournament, and yet he's still in there, you know, meditating and doing his thing. Angel just said Toppo ain't shit, except in the manga version, he's too OP'd in there. I agree to an extent. Someone just said, Eduardo just said, oh, Scale's in here. Scale's always going to defend Toppo. Kelly just said, what did Kelly just say? With the power level we see now, based on spoilers of Super Saiyan, where do you scale Kefla Super Saiyan 3 in comparison to the power that we know of? Oh my god. Super Saiyan 3 Kefla versus Super Saiyan Blue Goku. I'm going to be honest. They're going to make it to where Super Saiyan 3 Kefla is going to be way more powerful than Super Saiyan Blue Goku. And you know what? That's the flaw of Super right now. The writers are putting themselves in a corner to where they're not giving you full explanations as to how strong a character is, where in the world Super Saiyan Blue ranks on a comparative level to some of these fighters. They don't really give you those answers. And it sucks because it's like, alright, well, what about the answers that we the fans seek in terms of placement? It's like, where does this character rank among this one and stuff like that. So, I don't know. I mean, I can only assume that Super Saiyan 3 Kefla is going to be more powerful than Goku. Do I agree with that? No, I don't. But that's where you guys come in. I want to ask you guys as to what you guys think about Super Saiyan 3 Kefla. And it's only a matter of question of when, not if. So I want to know from you guys, where would you rank her amongst being stronger than Super Saiyan Blue or weaker? Now, everyone keeps talking about Vegito. Guys, let's be realistic. I would love to see Vegito. I really would. Now that we saw Kefla, I would love to see Goku cry out, Vegeta, we need to put the earrings on. But number one, they don't have the earrings on the field. Number two, it's arguable that, you know, Vegeta doesn't know fusion, and if he does know the dance, remember, in order to do the fusion dance, you have to be equal in power. I'm not saying that one is stronger than the other. What I'm saying is Goku's tired. Is he going to have the same energy as Vegeta to keep up? So, you know, Vegito, Gogeta, they would be great, but you have to look at it like this, man. Like what's the likelihood of that even happening? Do you think Kefla is going to destroy Goku in the next episode? Yeah, I think so. I think that Kefla, I mean, you guys saw this. I'm pretty sure you all saw the previews, right? She beats him up. She beats up God Goku. You know, potentially she possibly beats up Super Saiyan Blue. Or maybe Super Saiyan Blue beats up base form Kefla to where it forces her in transforming into a Super Saiyan to begin with. So, someone just said, what are your thoughts on the animation? The animation was godly. Yo, if you guys enjoyed the animation, slap a like down below, because the animation was truly, truly great. And I haven't seen animation like that in quite some time. So, the Namekians are going to fight Gohan. I can't wait for that. You know what it is, too? The Namekians have been kept low-key for so long. I really do hope that Gohan and Piccolo actually do some work, because for me at least, I feel as if, in my opinion, I would love to see some sort of teamwork from the two as they go further into this. For Gohan, it's gonna be difficult to say what they're gonna do, because what if they do beat the Namekians? It's like, then what? Like you get what I'm saying? Everyone wants to see Gohan. I want to see Gohan. I want to see Gohan. Someone just cried out, Kale and Kefla are cheating. Listen, man. At the end of the day, if Zeno allows it, it doesn't matter what you say. If Zeno says it's allowed, bro. You can't really do anything about that. Jiren is on drugs. That's why he's just chilling now. He's chilling for now, bro. If she goes Super Saiyan 3, she'll get the advantage. Kaioken times 20 should be more than enough. You see, I would like to agree with you, but listen, man, the way they're building this chick, she seems to be the Vegito of Universe 6, and that's crazy to me. Why is Toei making making them seem as, let me see, why is Toei making them seem stronger than Goku, even though we all know Goku is tired after fighting Jiren? It's all for plot. I mean, some people can argue and saying, oh man, what about this, what about that? Surely enough, you can call it bad writing, but I just feel like for plot, they need to introduce another fighter who's going to seemingly enough have a chance in pushing everyone else but Jiren. We already know that Jiren can easily just stomp everybody. I mean, that just, it's boring now because it's like, we already know what he can do. So it's like, what kind of opposition is he gonna have? So now we have a new opposition, we have a new fighter enter the fray. And it just so happens to be from Universe 6. Someone just said episode 114 was better than the 1 hour special. Oh, you know what? Let me ask you guys. Do you guys believe episode 114 was better than the 1 hour special? Hashtag yes or hashtag no. Curious to hear your thoughts on that. Everyone wants to see Gohan. That ain't gonna happen. I'm sorry, bro. Not now. Gohan and Goku fusing. I mean, don't get me wrong. They would make an awesome fusion. But are you guys forgetting that they don't have the earrings? They don't have the earrings, you know, because that would be considered illegal to be passing down earrings from like the Kais and whatever. And also for the fusion dance, it's like, number one, would anyone allow them to do it? And number two, does Gohan have enough power to be relative to Goku in terms of like matching his power to fuse? Okay, everyone's saying no. So I'm guessing the one person that called out this episode and being the best was kind of wrong on that one, because everyone's like, hell no. What are your thoughts on the Namekians? The Namekians are going to put in work, but you know what? I mean, the main focus as of right now is Kefla and what she's going to do as pertains in the future of like this arc, because we don't know if she's going to get wrung out. We don't know if someone's going to beat her out. I mean, we don't know. We don't know what's going to happen to her. All we know is that she's going to be in here and she's going to put in work, but the only question is like, how far is she going to go? So let me just see something real fast. Thank you so much, David, for subscribing. Also, thank you so much, Samantha K, for subscribing to the channel as well. It really means a lot to me. Someone just said the animation of the episode was great. What are your overall thoughts on Kefla blitzing Goku? It was dumb. But you know what? Let's talk about Frieza, man. Frieza was the shit. But what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to try to bring on a guest. So let me see if I can bring on a guest real fast, and hopefully enough she can join me and we can all talk Dragon Ball together. We're going to talk about Frieza in a second, guys. Just let me see if she can actually hear me. Alright, so Frieza is definitely going to be the main subject here. Yo, Bubs.
Yep.
Yo, what up, man?
How are you?
You're live right now, just letting you know.
Oh, snap.
I don't know if you want to check the stream to let me know if everything is running smoothly, actually.
It's not caught up. That's the only reason why.
Yeah, it needs to synchronize. But welcome to the stream. We're talking about Kefla beating and blitzing Goku. I don't know. How did you feel about that? How did you feel about that? And before we go into that, I want to welcome everyone. This is Bubbles. Of course, she joined me in discussing the Toppo versus Vegeta situation. So I want to get your thoughts on this. So, like, what are your thoughts on Kefla and what she did to Goku? Because that was like, that was just borderline crazy, man. Like, that was, I didn't agree with that, but how did you feel?
I'm so excited for Kefla.
Are you really?
I think she looks like gorgeous. I'm really excited for her to have such a powerful character going for us.
Yeah, but she blitzed Goku like effortlessly. Like, that wasn't that like an ass pull? It's like in her base form. But then again, people can just be like, well, you know, base Black beat Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta. Base Vegito tanked Super Buu. It's like, damn. So like how do you feel about that? Like, just her, like, Goku not having to do anything in his God form, but instead reverting into Super Saiyan Blue, in which is hinted that he's gonna get beat. So like, what's your take on that?
I think it's so crazy because just Kale was enough, just Kale herself was enough to make Jiren flinch from his meditation.
Yeah, he twitched.
So I think it's really cool to get to see Kale mixed with Kefla and have Kefla's attitude as well as Kefla's power in fighting Goku.
I think a lot of people are getting turned on just based on your voice right now, which is kind of funny to me.
I'm not looking at the chat.
No, but I mean, like, so what did you think of the fight though? Like, what did you think about the way Goku fought Kale and Kefla? Because the only one I would say kept up relatively well was Kale. every single time Kale stepped in there, it's like she kind of gave him a hard time, like when she grabbed his arm and she held him there and stuff. Like it was pretty insane. And damn, shout outs to Crybird for the 7,000, I don't even know what that is in currency, donation. That's pretty insane. But like between Kale and Caulifla, like who do you think had like the better run in this episode, or at least having to compare this episode to last week? Who would you say put up a better fight with Goku? Was it Kale or Caulifla in your opinion?
I think it's so amazing how synchronized they are.
Oh, they were fucking great.
I think that it's definitely Kale's power that shines through over Caulifla's. However, you can obviously tell Caulifla's like the mastermind behind everything, and she's definitely the brains for the fighting. So getting to see that, I think, is exciting because not only do you have the brute strength of Kale, and you get to have her like energy and her power,
right.
But you get to actually see how they deal with the teamwork, and get to see how Kale gets kind of not pushed around but kind of pointed towards the right direction by Caulifla. And so I think that for this episode in particular, I do think Kale did a lot better, because even though she listens to Caulifla a lot, obviously, we got to see her be a bit more of her own fighter and like trying to do things to match Caulifla instead of trying to point.
I want to give a quick thank you to JTC for the $2 donation, saying, remember Alex Potara can multiply the user's power. Sadly enough, I remember that, and encompassing Super Saiyan 2 with Berserker is pretty nuts. And also Mr. Michael for saying Tyrone is ripping them a new one. Thoughts? I haven't seen his new reaction, so I can't really say. And thank you so much, Michael, for subscribing to the channel as well. And by the way, guys, we're about to break 300 likes on this live stream. If we can actually break past 300, I want everyone to hashtag no pants in the comment section. Now, Bubbles, quick thoughts. What do you see happening with Kefla and Super Saiyan Blue Goku next week? Like, do you see him beating them up to the point where they go Super Saiyan, or do you see them beating Goku up while he's a Super Saiyan Blue while they're transformed as a Super Saiyan? What do you think?
I am so excited to see where it's going to transition to make him have to go blue, because right now seeing him in God is my favorite transformation of Goku. It
looked dope in this episode, did it not?
He's animated so clean, it just really looks amazing.
It's giving everyone a boner right now.
So getting to see what pushes him to have to break the barrier to go past God, honestly, is what I'm excited for. And I don't know how well he's going to fare in God, because he's not even, Beerus, I think, said it. Why is he going God if he's still not completely recovered?
Right. And Krillin's explanation, well, that's just Goku, you know? Like, what kind of explanation? See, that's what I'm saying. It's like I really enjoy the show, but it's like when you get explanations like that, it would have been different if Krillin would be like, you know, oh well, you know, he's that's just the nature of a warrior. He wants to push himself to it, but no, he just goes, well, that's Goku for you. It's like, oh my god, who wrote this crap? Like who's spouting out Krillin's lines and saying, hey, I have an idea. How about we just make it to where Krillin's excuse is just, oh, it's just Goku, you know, whatever. I don't know. It's just weird to me. But in terms of that, like, do you see God Goku having any offense on her next week, or do you see it just being a slaughter?
I hope so. I mean, I hope to see more of God form, and I hope that will be able to be on par with Kefla, because I think that he's gonna do okay, but I think that since Kefla, we already see Kale and Caulifla, just the two of them fighting just normal Goku,
right?
How they were able to pick up on his attacks very easy. So I think that God is probably going to be needed, because it's going to give him the extra handle of being unpredictable for them, because I think they might get a little bit too used to talking, get a little bit too used to fighting Goku in normal God form, which is going to be what makes him have to go blue.
That is so, but like, it would have been better if, like, they probably beat his ass while he was a Super Saiyan 3, but not a God, man. The only reason why I'm saying that is because looking at how far he's come from fighting Beerus in Super Saiyan 3 with him literally not having to lay a finger on him, to where Super Saiyan God gave him a remote chance, and now here comes this fusion just blitzing him in base form just easily. You can only imagine how much damage he's going to do next week. But what about our boy Frieza? Do you see Frieza getting involved? Do you see because Frieza was gonna fight these bitches, yo. Frieza was gonna throw down with these bitches, and I was like, yo, please, yes. And Goku's like, Frieza, no. I was like, come on, bro.
I wanted that so bad.
Oh my god! And then the way Kefla like looked at him, she was like, "Oh, you're the one that wrung out Kaba," and he's like, "Oh." And then like the best part was when he lifted up his finger, because you knew where that's from. You knew like back during the fight with Goku on Planet Namek, that was the exact attack he used to level the entire planet. So I was like, "Yo!" And Goku grabbed him and he stopped him. He was like, "No." I was like, "Oh shit." So do you see Frieza involved at all in like any episode with Kefla, or do you see him fighting these fucking Power Ranger robots from Universe 3?
I want that so bad. I want Frieza involved so bad.
But do you see him involved?
Versus Saiyans. I hope so, because I really I think with Frieza's background with the Universe 7 Saiyans, I honestly hope that he'll want to get involved more with the Universe 6 Saiyans, because we already saw him ring out Kaba. So I think that he definitely wants to be, you could tell he wants to be the one to ring out the girls, because he just has that vendetta against the Saiyans. So I think that at any slip-up Goku has to where he won't be able to correctly combat the girls, forget it. I think Frieza's gonna jump right in. I think he's gonna stay close and he's gonna be ready, and as soon as the, what is it, the Universe 3 robots?
Yeah, Universe 3.
As soon as they like drop for a second from Frieza, I think is just gonna jump right into Kefla.
I love how Frieza just goes, "Hurry up and lose already so I can have my turn." I was like, "Oh, you're such a beast, bro." But do you see? You know what? If anything, do you see Frieza involved like in any other fight? Maybe ringing out the Namekians or fighting Toppo with Vegeta. I mean, even though I really doubt he would help Vegeta because he hates Vegeta's guts. Do you see him doing anything at all? Like aside from just getting involved with Kefla now, because it's like with Kefla, it's like what else are you gonna do? Goku's fighting her, so it's like what's left for Frieza? So going forward, I mean, what is left for Frieza? He's not gonna fight Jiren. That's just borderline crazy.
He's already expressed he doesn't want to fight Jiren. He doesn't
want any of that, man.
He doesn't want anything to do with it. So I think if Dispo gets involved with Toppo and Vegeta, that's gonna be what makes Frieza come in.
To help Vegeta?
Yeah.
Oh my, that would be the day. That would be the. I could see Frieza helping Goku any day of the week over Vegeta, because Vegeta isn't stupid and naive, and he just flat out hates Vegeta's guts for after what he did. I mean, that's already fairly obvious. I mean, they were about to throw down a couple of times in the tournament. I don't know if you remember. Like they came of an exchange of words. I mean, they were about to throw down when he just came back. He was like, "Oh, nice halo, it suits you." And he's like, "Oh yeah."
To throw down with everyone, please.
Yeah. As soon as he came back, Vegeta told Frieza, "Hey, nice halo, it suits you." And then Frieza's like, "Well, if you want, I'll give you one too." It's like, oh my god. But you know what, man? I'll be honest. This is what makes the community so special, and not just me and you, because we're fans. You guys watching this are fans too. There's over 500 people in here, man. And what's crazy is the fact that how many of you guys many years ago ever thought you would even see another series in Dragon Ball? And here we are. And yes, I agree, there is lots of bad writing, but you can't blame Toriyama for that. I made a video a couple of days ago telling you that Toriyama does have control, but it's also mostly Toei that does things behind the scenes. For example, did you guys know that Toriyama never wanted Vegito versus Zamasu? But guess what? Toei put it in there. So, you know, to an extent, a lot of these concepts and ideas could come from Toei, and that's why the manga changes up a lot of things to where it's different. And people are going to say, "Oh, well, why is the manga so different compared to the anime?" It's because the manga and the anime are run by, essentially the same group, but Taro mainly handles the manga, whereas opposed to the anime, it's handled by a bunch of, you know, primitive apes. So, you know, that explains the writing per se. But let me ask you something else. What are your thoughts on Jiren? When do you see him like finally breaking that meditation and getting involved with anybody?
I freaking don't like Jiren so much.
You don't? I know why. I know why you don't like him. It's because your man's got wrung out. That's why, right?
You're gonna get me so tight.
Your boy Hit got fucking foddered. You know what's crazy? I want a moment of silence for everyone in here. In the idea that Ribrianne is still in the tournament.
Fuck Ribrianne!
Outlasting our boy Hit, bro.
Why? Why get rid of Hit before Ribrianne?
I don't know. Ask Toei Animation, bro.
poor fucking writing.
Yeah. Lance said it best. It's called marketing. It is marketing. I agree. You gotta sell toys. You gotta sell shirts. And let's be realistic. As much as we all bitch and complain, once all these nonsensical characters start coming out in forms of DLC and shit, you know you're gonna buy it. I mean, come on, let's be realistic. But did you know right now that you're turning a couple people on with your voice? I don't know. A couple of guys are like, yo, man, I got a boner off this chick, bro.
No, people said that. I'm not watching the chat. Are people actually saying this?
Yeah, you gotta go look at the chat, man. This is pretty funny stuff. Yeah, everyone's like, yo, RIP hit. you know what? Let's start that hashtag RIP hit. Hashtag RIP hit.
Guys, you're gonna make
for
me
the sake
feel
of bubbles. All right, you know what? Also, what I wanted to ask you is, do you see Frieza like having a legitimate challenge with somebody in his golden form in this tournament? And if so, who would it be? Would it be Kefla? Would it be Toppo? Would it be, well, I wouldn't say Jiren, but would it be perhaps Dispo or somebody? Like, who do you see giving Frieza that definitive run to where, you know, it's forcing him to go gold and legitimately fight?
I honestly don't know. I really wanted to see Frieza go gold against Frost, but clearly we're never gonna get
Frost, bro. He
That's what
embarrassed
I
that man, Ren. That was bad. Everyone's saying RIP hit in the chat right now. Wow, guys, we're almost at 400. We're almost at 400 likes. If we can get to 400 likes, I want everyone to hashtag no shirts in the comments. I want everyone to get naked. Tag me on Twitter. I'll repost your tweet. Hashtag no pants. We're doing this naked live stream. Yeah, everyone's like RIP hit. You know, it would have been dope right now to see Hit. Oh my god, imagine a Hit and Kefla on the same team. That's
oh my god, that would be crazy
shit right there. Just those two alone. Because if Kefla gets fucked up, Hit can just make the save by time skipping and saving her.
My Hit fantasies need to be fulfilled, man. It's not happening.
Someone just said, I'm calling it right now. Toppo's gonna be the one to push Frieza to go gold. How do you feel about that?
What? I'm sorry?
Someone just said they feel as if essentially Toppo's going to be the one to push Frieza to go gold.
No.
No? Toppo? No?
Toppo, I don't think... Well, it all depends on how him going against Vegeta goes, honestly.
Justice.
Because if he can trump Vegeta, then maybe he will challenge Frieza, but it's so hard because we really don't have much from Toppo to even go by.
Well, I mean, he kicked Vegeta in the mouth, so I guess we can go based off of that in a way.
One hit.
I mean, what's funny is like Vegeta pretty much like got in his face and he was like, oh, blah blah blah, like he punched him into the pillar, and then Toppo came back at him towards the end and saying you're open, and then just kicked him right in the mouth. I was like, yo, but like you don't see it being Toppo?
I don't know. I really don't know. Yeah. I think it's just Toppo's getting the upper hand right now because Vegeta's distracted. He feels the new source of power and he wants to know what's up with that.
Yeah.
And it's just causing nothing but distraction for him.
And Kelly said it best. Kelly just said they gave Vegeta the shaft. They kind of did.
True.
Well, I mean, for now, because people are jumping the gun. They're saying, oh well, Vegeta's gonna get destroyed. You guys are forgetting this tournament is going to last until March. So, GG on that one. Literally, it's going to last until March. And people are going to be like, oh my god, it's too long. Did you guys know that the tournament started in July? And it's only halfway done 4 months in? So it only makes sense that 4 months after this, it's going to be over. So, this tournament would have ran a total of 8 months. That's crazy. But let me ask you something else. Like, do you see Vegeta fighting Jiren? Which I think would be like...
I feel like Vegeta wants to, crazy. But I don't like. It's clear Jiren doesn't want to fight Vegeta, so that's a difficult question.
But like, even if they were to engage, I mean, how would that even come about? Like, would Vegeta gun at him first? I mean, because that's the only way I would see it, honestly.
I think 100%. It's definitely Vegeta would have to be the one to start up that battle because I don't think Toppo, oh my goodness. I don't think Jiren would waste his time with anybody that he knows he could easily beat.
And what about, and this might be a stretch, what about Kefla? Do you see Kefla getting involved with Jiren, or do you see this being something to where it's only going to be the top dogs and nobody else? Because, I mean, depending on what they do with her, I wouldn't mind seeing a Super Saiyan 3 Kefla versus Jiren, even though I think Jiren would destroy her. What's your thoughts on that?
I wouldn't mind seeing Kefla versus Jiren, honestly, because I think that if Kale, like I already said, if Kale in base form, or was it maybe Super Saiyan, I don't know, Kale herself was enough to make Jiren flinch in his meditation. So it's clear Jiren at least had an inkling of a thought about Kale, and now that we got confirmation from Vados, and obviously we already know how fusions work, that the fusion makes Kale and Kefla much more powerful.
Of course, yeah. Yeah.
So, you know, so now we already have a powerful person on her own fusing with another powerful person to make somebody even more powerful, and that's just gonna, I think that might be what breaks Jiren's meditation, but I think it's gonna wait a little bit more. It's gonna come to where we're gonna get to see Kefla versus Goku a little bit more, and maybe when Goku goes blue, or when she defeats Blue, or something like that, is gonna be when she's gonna have to power up to such an extent that her power gets so overwhelming that everybody is drawn towards her. And then that might be what makes Jiren want to engage himself, because he's gonna feel the potential of there being another strong fighter.
I think it's, I mean, listen, people are going to complain regardless about Kefla's power, Jiren's power, and also thank you so much, Ricky, for subscribing. Listen, if you guys are new to the channel and you guys do subscribe, let me know in the chat so I can give you guys a shout out. So thank you so much, Ricky, for subscribing. I think that people are overlooking this a bit too much, because if they were to explain shit to you, I think that people would be a bit more sensical. But given the fact that they aren't explaining stuff, they're rushing certain concepts, they're making certain other characters out to look like garbage. It feeds into the narrative that either A, they're rushing this completely with no care, or B, they just simply don't care. I mean, look, right now in the chat, some people are saying this is all due to feminism. Some people are saying that Jiren is Shonen Jump's biggest flaw. Somebody just said this whole tournament's being rushed, if you think about it. I mean, a lot of people have like opinions as to, you know, how they view this tournament, because a lot of people are just like, oh well, we want to see this and that. But like, again, halfway through Dragon Ball Z, there wasn't any significant logic behind certain things. For example, how was it logical that Gotenks got Super Saiyan 3 just by staring at Goku doing it once and then being relative to Super Buu? And then you had Ultimate Gohan, who sat there on his ass, who unlocked his powers, and then all of a sudden he was stronger than Majin Buu, in which Gohan was confirmed to be the strongest non-fused character during that time. It's like, whoa. And all he did was sit on his butt? Come on, man. So I disagree with, like, because I think that godlike characters, like, for example, or god status characters like Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Blue, those types of forms should be exclusive to where if somebody fucks it up, it has to be another character of godlike status. And I just don't see Kefla being god status. I don't see like other characters being god status. I agree with Jiren, Toppo, because he wants to be a candidate, but it's just weird to me how all of a sudden anybody right now can beat up Super Saiyan God and Super Saiyan Blue. Like what's your take on that? Like what's your take on the forms just looking weak as a whole?
Well, as new things get introduced, it's obvious that the old forms are gonna look rusty and are gonna look more like they're easier to beat, because new, more powerful characters and more powerful techniques and forms are getting introduced. So obviously it's gonna look like the older forms are a bit obsolete. I do think it's a stretch that characters like Krillin and 18 were able to combat Goku in Super Saiyan Blue form, and I think it's very annoying that they're making Blue this disposable form that so many people can combat and beat, but it's taking into consideration the fact that Goku holds back a lot in his forms, because, I mean, I feel like for the Saiyans especially, is like the Saiyans from Universe 7 were always a fighting race, and I feel like all of the forms that the Saiyans would have achieved would have been to help them fight better, obviously, and to help them kill more efficiently. And if a form is for a warrior race that is usually killing, then I feel like the form would be put to its best and used to its fullest while killing. And obviously the people that we've seen Goku fight while in blue are people either he's not allowed to kill or people he wouldn't kill.
Yeah, we know Goku ain't killing nobody.
He wouldn't kill 18, and in the tournament he can't kill. So I feel like a Saiyan transformation is not stretched to its full potential unless if they're able to kill their opponent. Because I honestly feel that if in any form they're able to kill their opponents, and if Goku had the heart to kill, I feel like honestly that would be already, like, blue would be able to get used, because then there's specific moves and specific actions he would be able to do without having to worry about holding back, because he won't have to worry about killing the opponent.
But I mean, there would never be a situation to where Goku would be presented and killing somebody. I mean, not unless, of course, it's like a major threat, like a Zamasu Frieza type level. But just thinking about that, Goku ain't gonna kill nobody. Goku ain't got no heart for that. I mean, probably Vegeta. But
so we're never gonna see the forms used to their extent, I think.
Well, I mean, to a degree, do you count that as Merge Zamasu being one? Because there were no rules on that one. It was do or die.
I don't think they were able to kill Merge Zamasu.
But I mean, you can't also deny that they were trying. I mean, to the point where Goku was like, "Yo, we need a fuse." So it's like it's kind of weird to me, because it's like seeing Super Saiyan God now get manhandled. Just a year and a half ago, we saw Super Saiyan God in action against Beerus, right? 2 years ago, a year and a half ago, whatever the case may be. And then Super Saiyan Blue in 2015, we saw its introduction when he fought for Golden Frieza, and that was pretty cool to see. And you know, Super Saiyan Blue being in its own tier. And now here we are, 2 years later, and Goku's getting foddered by a girl that is in base form at that. I guess I would have minded if she wasn't in base form, but God. And you know what? Let me also ask you, because people keep bringing it up. What's your take on the fusions like Vegito and Gogeta? Do you see Vegito or Gogeta ever happening, or what's your take on those two?
I honestly, fusions are one of my favorite things, because I feel like it takes the aspects that personally as a fan I love about specific characters and mixes them with another character. So like I'm more of a Vegeta fangirl than I am of Goku, and to get to see Vegito get to utilize Goku's powers as well as Vegeta's, and then be stronger because the fusion itself has strength,
right?
And getting to see Vegito opposed to Gogeta being more of Vegeta, I would prefer if they stick with Vegito, because like I said, Vegeta's one of my, I think out of the Saiyans is my favorite. And so I think that I would be excited to see if they actually make Gogeta canon, but I would want to know what it is exactly that would need Gogeta, because Vegito, they already know how the Potara earrings work, and I feel like the Potara fusion, the only thing that can go wrong is timing out or powering out of the fusion.
Yeah, burning out, yeah.
And then and I don't quite recall the movie too much, the Janemba movie, but when we saw Gogeta in the movie, it's just, it could take so many times, because I believe when Vegeta
they fucked up a few times, yeah.
Yeah, so the fuck ups and like that right there, and then
oh my god, imagine fat Gogeta. Imagine a fat Gogeta versus Jiren. That it's over. It's over right there on the fly, bro. It's over. But you know what? Let me know down in the comment section below, guys. Right now, I want everyone to hashtag Vegito or hashtag Gogeta, whichever fusion you guys are for. I want to see this, because I'll be honest, for me, I love Vegito more. Vegito's my guy. Gogeto's pretty cool in the movie too, but I'm gonna have to lean more towards Vegito. And can you imagine that? I mean, everyone keeps bringing up Ultra Instinct Vegito. Dude, that would be so broken.
That would be so sick.
No, it would be sick, but he would be so broken as a character. Like, not only would he clearly surpass Hakaishin, but like, would you classify him as like angel level at that point? Because it's like, yo, where does this guy even stand? Like, you know what I'm saying? So going forward from here, though, like what were some of your flaws for episode 114, if you had to point out any?
I honestly wish they got called out for doing that, because outside items, even though they started the tournament with the earrings on them, and the earrings weren't like thrown to them by one of the Kais or whatever, like they had the earrings with them. I just think it's such bullshit that the earrings are allowed, you know?
Yeah.
Because, and we were just debating this on your server too, so it's funny that I'm bringing it up again. But they literally said with the rules that items were not allowed. Not just weapons, it was any form of outside item that wasn't one of your abilities. So then, wouldn't that mean that had Goku had a bag of senzu beans on him, he could just be popping them the entire time and like it wouldn't matter because he already had them on his
Zeno
person?
wouldn't care either. They'd be like, huh, whatever.
So like, I don't know, it's little things like that that's frustrating me because, I mean, obviously at the end, you know, it is, if Zeno is satisfied with it, even if it does break the rules, you know, they're not going to call it out because Zeno enjoyed seeing, I would believe Zeno enjoyed seeing the fusion and getting to see the power.
Yeah, did you not see his reaction? He was like, "Whoa!" Like this little thing, bro. It's like he's witnessing all this carnage and he's just enjoying it. I mean, I would enjoy it too. I mean, putting myself in his shoes, I wouldn't care if you kill each other or not. Just entertain me, right? I mean,
right.
It feels like some Roman gladiator type stuff. Like you just send your guys into fight and just watch it all play out. But I get your concept for that, but like. The same thing goes back to Roshi with the Mafuba jar. Zeno was like, it's fine, whatever, you know, do your thing. So it's like you can't really knock him for that because, I mean, if the rules really did, you know, imply, then Zeno would have rung out Roshi by now. He just would have been like, yo, get out, that's it, you're done, because you're using like an illegal weapon. And that's why at first it prompted me because I was like, wait a minute, and this goes back way before Frost was eliminated. I was like, wait a minute, so does that mean that Frost on the low can use his poison needles to like start trapping people and stuff? Like, cause that would have been, listen, all you have to do is just tap somebody once and they're poisoned, and then from there it's like you can just bring them out. So I was like, are they gonna do that? But going forward though, do you see like Kefla getting eliminated by separating and then someone having to ring them out as individuals, or do you see them going out like as one fusion, you think?
Well, when you separate from a fusion, don't you, like, your power is a little bit...
You're tired.
You're a little bit
you're tired.
Yeah, you're tired after separating from the fusion. So I think that, I feel like Goku would be tired out again after the fight with Kefla. So I feel like if they get to the point, because we know, gosh, for Patara fusions, for mortals, it's like an hour, right?
It's an hour.
It's an hour, so there's clearly a lot less than an hour left in the tournament. There's only like 21 minutes left in the tournament.
Right.
But the only reason they would separate is if they outpower, like, you know, if their power is what makes them separate, if they, like, overpower the fusion. And I mean, if that's the case, then they're gonna be so tired and worn out afterwards. And I would have the feeling that Goku would be tired and worn out afterwards as well, that I feel like any character could just jump in and just, like, flat ring them out, because they'll just honestly be that tired that it'll just be so easy to just pick them up and knock them out, because they won't be able to do much. They won't be able to really stand up for themselves because they'll be so disoriented from losing the fusion. So I think if they do end up getting separated, that the separation is going to be what causes them to get knocked out. Because they won't be able to really stand for themselves after. Because we saw Kefla by herself, when she took that blow from Goku, we saw her like so disoriented she couldn't even stand up. If she wasn't with Kale, at that point, I honestly feel that anybody literally could have just picked her up and knocked her off. At that point, when she was so disoriented from Goku's attack, that after fighting Goku, and then separating from the fusion, they'll just be way too weak to continue.
I'm calling it right now. It's probably going to be Frieza. I mean, I think Frieza's going to ring him out. Either they separate based on time, or something happens to where, like, their fusion splits and Frieza rings them out as individuals, or maybe it's possible that Kefla fights Golden Frieza head on and he rings him out. Either way, it's safe to assume that he is going to be, you know, saved for a bigger role, because he hasn't done anything so far. I mean, even if he has, it's been minor roles. Let's go into the comment section real fast before we go here. Someone is saying, what are your overall thoughts on Kefla being the last woman standing at the end of the tournament? What are your thoughts on that? Do you think it's possible now that she's introduced that she could possibly win?
I do think she's gonna... That Kefla... Maybe Kale and Kefla separated, but I think Kefla's gonna overpower the earrings, honestly.
Is she gonna overpower Jiren?
Everybody else, unless if she can knock everybody else off while she's still fused, I think she's gonna outpower the earrings. Because, at the end, or at least the subbed version that I saw at the end, the title of the next episode was something like Super Saiyan Blue overpowered, or like
defeated. Super Saiyan Blue defeated, yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, if she's of par to defeat Goku in blue form, which I mean, obviously it's debatable how powerful blue really is right now because it looks like anybody can defeat blue, but that would still take a significant amount of power to defeat blue. And if they can reach that power, if those girls could reach the power in the fusion to defeat blue, it's only a matter of time before they defuse.
You know what else too? It's like everyone is saying that it's highly possible, and even though I would hate for this to happen, how would you feel if Kefla goes in there, she bangs it out, she does her thing, and then ultimately has someone like Brienne outlast her in the tournament? How would you feel about that? Because I mean, Hit's gone, your favorite's gone, Hit's gone, and how would you feel if Brienne outlasted Kefla in this tournament?
Please, I want nothing more than Frieza to just torture the shit out of Brienne and then just knock her off. Like, that's literally what I am waiting for. I feel like I could be satisfied and stop watching the tournament if Frieza is the one to ring out Brienne.
That's the thing, like, for me, I at this point, I would love to see Kefla do it. Because it'll be like one pretty hot girl versus like some fat chubby donut. It's like just ring her out. I don't know. To me, this was a really fun episode. I mean, people were just like, oh man, the ass pull. The ending was kind of like questionable. It was like, okay, I mean, that kind of like deflated. But I mean, just essentially enough, I enjoyed it. And I think that a lot of other people did too. But before we go, is there anything you want to say to everyone else before we head out here in terms of like Kefla or Goku or whatnot?
I honestly just have to say that I am excited to see, how Kefla versus Super Saiyan Blue is gonna go, because,
I'm telling you right now, that's gonna be a slaughter. She is gonna beat his ass. And also, I want to make this announcement. In case you guys don't know, right? Daylight Savings Times ends, so we're all gonna revert back an hour, I think, in about 2 hours right now. So next week, I mean, normally enough, Dragon Ball Super starts at 8 o'clock, right? No. Next week, Dragon Ball Super is going to start 1 hour early. So I'm letting you guys know that right now. Because there's going to be a couple people hitting me up, oh man, how come Dragon Ball Super isn't at 8 o'clock? Well, dipshit, it happened at 7, that's why. So if you guys don't know, Dragon Ball Super is going to, well, both the dub and the sub, it's going to occur an hour before. So change your clocks, and that's about it, really. I mean, because you know what's crazy? Every single week, you got people asking like, "Yo, is Super on today?" Like, bro, just check your local listings or just check the internet, man. But like, I completely forgot that tonight was daylight savings, so we were actually revert back an hour. So Dragon Ball Super next week, guys. It's going to revert back an hour. I'm so tired right now. And also just prepare. I want you guys to prepare for Kefla beating Goku's ass, which is going to be like the biggest ass pull in the fucking world. Bubbles, thank you so much for joining me. Thank you all so much for watching. It was a fun episode. If you guys agreed or disagreed, let us know down below. How do you guys feel about Kefla blitzing Super Saiyan God Goku, which was nuts, I think. And of course, I'm gonna give you guys the Discord link to my server right now because I see a couple people asking me right now. So if you guys want to go on ahead and join my Discord server, I will give you guys the link right now. This is the Discord link. All you guys have to do is click on it. I am in there with Bubbles mostly all the time, so if you guys want to join us, make sure to go ahead and click that link. Thank you all so much for watching. Bubbles, thank you so much for joining me. We hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys are new, don't forget to smash that subscribe button, guys. Click that bell icon to be notified whenever I post a video. That way you guys get it in your sub box. It's been a pleasure talking to you guys. Everyone seems to hate, you know, Kefla, but I would say between Kefla and Ribrianne, please choose Kefla.
Definitely Kefla.
Definitely Kefla. I mean, if anyone out there chooses Ribrianne, I don't know what to say, bro. Ribrianne is just... Ribrianne gotta go, man. But thank you all so much for watching. Have a wonderful night, and I'll catch you guys in the next video, everybody.